for a moment or two. So lying prone. So let's start without the arms, and that would purely be just having the feet pointing towards each other, toes in, heels out. Try not to use your bottom, look down and just lift the chest. If that's too much, you could have your arms forward. Or you come up and you pulse the arms up and down 3 times. And down. So just make sure the back of your neck is long, looking straight down. Or you can also lift the feet, so you're skydiving, and you can do up to 5 pulses with the arms, but the legs stay still. You could have your feet wider, so that when you do your skydive, you feel it in the outside of the glutes as well. And then we're going to do one last hold, and we're going to pulse up to 10 times. You don't have to do it for the 10. So everything up. Look down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms forward, head on the hands, and just relax down. Okay, bring the legs back towards each other, hip width. While we're lying here, let's just stretch our quads by bringing one heel back and then the other. It's nice and gently to start, but you can start doing the pulses if you like. You're doing that kick. Lovely. If you tilted your pelvis under, you feel it even more through the hip flexor, but if that's uncomfortable, just stay relaxed. Lovely. Okay. So, we're going to come up and we are going to get hold of our resistance bands. I'm going to redo mine because this is from this morning and it went a bit loose. So it's hard enough with a bow, but if you don't do a double knot, you'll never get it open. So just above the knees is where we want it. And even though it might seem strange to have it as tight as it will go, it will work its way loose. So you under once, you want to be able to move them an inch or so, and then a bow. All right, now we're going to do everything on the right side to start with. So right leg, right glute. We're going to be on all 4s to start with, and then we're going to come onto our left hip and carry on our side. Got to take my socks off, I'm absolutely roasting. Okay. So when you're ready, girls, we are going to be on our hands, on all 4s. Really make sure that you're in the right position and get some tension on that band to begin with. So just have your knees at hip width, but enough to feel the band. Okay, we're going to bring the knee towards the chest and push it up, but if you notice, mine hasn't gone up very far. And then straighten, bend, tap down. Same leg, right leg, push up, straighten, bend, down. So definitely don't push beyond what feels comfortable. For these, the movements are so much smaller because you're obviously fighting the resistance. But if you push too hard, you'll affect your joints rather than just using the muscles. The band will ride up, don't worry about it, it's still working, we can adjust it afterwards. Okay, now we're going to leave that leg up 90 degrees, flex the foot and little inch pulses by pushing the heel upwards. So the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not quick pulses, just little squeezes. Well done. Now we're just going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. It makes a big difference having these bands. So again, we're going for quality, not quantity. If it helps, you're going to bend the left arm and come down into your elbow. It helps me. Bring the knee down, and then we're going to just do that leg out to the side, like your little dog wing on a lamppost. And again, I'm not forcing it. I'm just pausing for a second to feel the resistance at the top before I bring my leg back down. Okay, leave the leg up, and again, little pulses into the band for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring the knee down and come onto your left hip facing me. Okay, just rest down for a second. So knees are bent, but your shins aren't running parallel. You'll notice mine are going backwards, so my heels are pretty much in line with my bottom. I'm going to do a simple clam, but I'm going to pause at the top. So I'm going to open, push so it feels to the sort of max, and then a slow close. So push, hold, close. Push, hold, close. Now we're going to pulse into it. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze the knees together. 3, 2, 1. Leg die in. 3, 2, 1. And now bring those heels up. Out and in. Out, in. Well done. And keep it out. Just hold and bring the knees down. Come up onto your elbow. Now I know you'll both be able to do this, so I'm not going to show you a modified version. You're going to use the abs to bring your knees in, rolling slightly back on your bottom, and then come down. All right, that is in case you get tired to go back to that. Otherwise, you're going to do that, and then out and in. Now you should really feel this in the oblique on the right hand side and the waist. So really tuck the knees in and push both away. Well done. Fantastic. Keep them up. Hold. Come onto your side. Hold. Come all the way down again, keeping the legs straight. Fantastic. Open the legs and scissor outwards. So you get a push into the band. So little pulses out. Fantastic. Come down and lift. The last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, and then hold at 4, and let's pulse into the band for 3, 2, 1, and rest down. Well done. Bring the knees up, just give your bottom a little rub, and we'll push ourselves up to sitting and do a glute stretch. Okay, I gave everyone else a break this morning between. This is nothing like I did this morning, this is completely different. But I'm going to do the other side just because it's easier than taking the band on and off, on and off. Okay, so just sit there for a second, deep breath, and let's do everything the other side. Just give your wrists a little bit of one of them. If you find it difficult on your wrists, feel free to come on your elbows. So we're going to start on all fours again. If you feel like your band's gone loose, you're more than welcome to tighten it up a little bit. So you can either be on your elbows or hands. So we're going to bring the knee up, straighten, bend, down. Straighten, bend, down. Okay, so it's left leg. And what I'm trying really hard not to do as I start to get tired is lean into my right hip. So in order not to do that, I've got more weight in my left hand. That's keeping my weight central. And when you do that, you can feel the core working to keep you stable. 2 in breaths, 2 out breaths. Ooh. Keep the leg up. Remember not to push too far, and then pulse. 2, 3, 4. Imagine you've got something on your heel that you're using to push towards the ceiling with a flexed foot. Keep your weight to the left hand and then straighten and bend. Trying to keep the knee up the whole time. Lovely. Breathe out, in, out, in. Keep the leg up, come down onto the right elbow, and then bring the knee down and then lift out to the side and back. Again, you should feel this in your right oblique muscle. Let's really get the breath sorted now. Breathe out, lift and breathe in down. We're going to pulse into the band now for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Now if you want to quickly push back, as if you're doing child's pose, before you come onto your right hip, you can. And then only when you're ready, get yourself repositioned on your right side. Christian, like, if I was in the room there, you'd be... I love it, really. Okay, so on that right hip, knees bent, heels are back a little bit in line with your bottom again. So back to clams. If your thingy band is ridden up, just get it about 2 inches above the knee, and then you'll feel it more there. So let's open, pause, squeeze down. Open, pause, and squeeze. Don't forget the squeezing bit as you come down. Let's get a breath back. Now we're going to pulse into the band for 3, 2, 1. Squeeze down. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 2, 3. Down. And last set, and then we're just going to hold out. And then down. Lift the feet. Open and closed. Open, close. God, it's agony in this position. It's normally fine in this one. It's because the knees open wider, isn't it? And then hold. And come down, bring the feet down onto the elbow. Make sure it's underneath the shoulder. So remember, it's about just rolling slightly back onto your bottom, and then you can bring the legs down, or go for it straight into it, Sue. You just come out and in. So crunch in with your top half, as well as doing the legs if you want to work a bit harder. So you're going backwards and forwards at the top as well. Ooh, major oblique crunch there. Well done. Last one. And hold the legs out, roll onto your right hip, come down, open the legs, and little pulses just in to the band outways. That's not English, I don't know what that is, but you know what I mean. So core switched on, both legs are just pulsing outwards. And did we do lifts as well? We did, didn't we? Lift and squeeze. Lift. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then 3 quick ones. 3, 2, 1. I think we most definitely need a glute stretch. So roll onto your back and let's ditch the band. Bring your knees in, get rid of the band, and do a glute stretch both sides, or a full body stretch first, whatever you want to do. We're going to do both. So we'll do a glute stretch either side. I just need to grab a drink from